I remember not to touch the table when I do these. As it shakes the camera. Day 2. Honor roll. RPG a day. We're going to move on to the next question, which I'm going to say I freaking took me forever to think of an answer for. That question is, what is an RPG would like to see published? Now, I think most people would just think like, oh, that's so easy. And they just rattle off like X TV show, Y movie, or like Z book series they'd like to see be an RPG. And that's kind of where I went first, was like, oh, what, piece of media do I like that I'd like to see made into an RPG? And, well, it's either, everyone that came to my mind has either been made, or it's fallen into the things of, I don't really like RPGs that are based off most TV shows and book series, because with some things I do like the Dresden Files role playing game is really fun. I find it really hard to play those games and not just lean really heavily into the characters and concepts and storylines that have been gone over in the show. And it's like, well, if you just wanted to do that, then why don't we just watch the show? Or I feel that I couldn't write a story that would be on par with stuff like that, but that's my own little GM insecurities and stuff like that. But with other games like the Dresden Files or like the Star Wars role-playing game, you can just say, like, all of these characters, like, throw them away. We don't need any of the main plot line. We can just go off on our own. And that's kind of where I was going with my thought as I leaned away. Because then, most things are either they're book series that I read that have been made RPGs, or they're movie series and TV shows that have been made RPGs. So an RPG that I would want to see made is just a standard Space Travelers RPG, which I know has probably been made. Ergo, Traveler, Star Wars, the 4 versions of Star Wars that have been made over the years. Soon to be Starfinder is all going to be, but those are all in their own universe. Like the Star Wars one is in the Star Wars universe, and they have all their little Star Wars characters, and then the Starfinder is using a lot of the Pathfinder like umbrella and framework and stuff like that. And I know there's a huge number of other space ones. All I want is an RPG that's got just all the trappings of standard science fiction. So at least faster than light drive, so we can go from planet to planet, weird aliens and stuff, smuggling, all the basic stuff. More or less kind of what I want is an RPG that's Star Wars, but with all the Star Wars removed. So Star Wars without the Force, more or less. Or I think one that got the closest, I can't remember the name of it. It was a hard science fiction role-playing game, and so it's the way you could transhuman, I think is what it was. It was a transhuman game, but I can't remember. They didn't have faster than light speed, so you were basically kind of like whatever station you were on, you were there for forever. But its main thing was more like you could be in the body of like an 8-legged octopus spacesuit thing. I'm pretty sure some people have been recognized what the heck I'm talking about. Write in the comments, because I don't remember, and it's going to bother me forever. But I'd like just a standard, just simple science fiction space traveling RPG where you got to worry about fuel and air and all of that stuff, and you just go from planet to planet doing whatever. Maybe you work for the cops, maybe you work for the military, maybe you're a smuggler, maybe you're just a dude that's driving a big space bus. Like, I don't know. Like, this are all things that I would like to see. And I know, and yeah, that'd be the kind of RPG that I'd like to see published. That's not like inside. It's like its own little, like, it's its own thing. Like, I want to see a whole new one that's not based off anything else. I'd like it to be its own little thing. It can, draw from all this other stuff, but sometimes I don't want to play Star Wars or Star Trek or Starfinder. Sometimes I just want to play generic space adventure. And if you can think of one, if this RPG like exists and I'm just not found it, because that was another thing. I keep thinking of all these RPG ideas and then finding out that's an RPG. If it's an RPG, tell me. Like, just write it down in the comments, message me on any of the social media that I post on and stuff. Like, tell me what cool generic space RPG you think is really cool, and I'll give it a look, I'll give it a go. You know, I'm always looking for different weird stuff to play, just for funsies. So, long question, kind of rambled on that one, but you know, So, yeah, don't forget to write your own answer down in the comments or post it onto your own Twitter and Instagram. Spread the word, hashtag it RPG a day, share it everywhere. Like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. You know, I'm trying to post more stuff now that I'm kind of settled, so there'll be more like reviews and hopefully they'll be better because yeah, I've looked back and watched my old videos. They're not that great. So until the next time, I'll see you all tomorrow.